Okay.
When it just seemed like Dallas tonight, especially in that fourth quarter, had just a hot shoot. I know you don't like to always point to a hot shooting night, but it just seemed like they couldn't miss anything.
Yeah, I think when they had Hardy, Dinwiddie, and Kyrie on the floor, those are three guys that can, create a shot. And they were making threes, they were making their mid range, and we just got it. I told the guy it's getting stops down the stretch is everything. And the zone bothered us early. But really, we were getting good looks. We kind of needed to hang in there, and then in the end of the second quarter and the third quarter, I thought we were good there, and that's when we, I don't know what our lead was at one point, but we couldn't get stops down the stretch, and we're trading twos for threes at times. And not a great shooting night for us. Some guys that, are shooting a good percentage, but again, we struggled to finish at the rim, and they were small late, but for the majority of the game, they had either Lively or Gafford in there. And if we're not going to take that many threes, we've got to be more efficient at the rim. And they do a good job of not leaving shooters. I mean, they try to play you 2-on-2, and they've got rim protection in the whole game. So, again, if they're making shots down the stretch, we either have to answer or get stops, and it was hard for us to do either.
And then, and I believe it was the first quarter, you guys were up 13, and Dallas kind of came in with that second unit. They took advantage of guys like Kobe and Bogey. And when those guys are kind of coming back and trying to get their legs under them, how do you try to speed up that process a little bit, maybe?
Well, it's been 3 games, so we're sped up. We're playing, and we had, I think there was an 11-0 run there. That was tough, but we bounced back from that, and I thought both those guys, gave us, Bogey was good offensively. He's, creating stuff, and and that's Kobe's best game.
Coach, excuse me, Coach, when you guys are defending the three, are you seeing inconsistencies? Is it breakdowns? Kind of what are you seeing from your angle when it comes to your
when
teams?
we're defending the 3-point line?
Yes.
They were rising up, and if Kyrie steps back and rises up, you're not going to block a shot. And I think that was true of Dinwiddie as well. If those guys they have the ability to go by you, and then they step back and create space. And, you just have to contest. I don't know that there's any magic to that. They're shooting over us, and get into them more, and they were driving by us. We just had a hard time guarding them.
Coach, we know that Kyrie is one of the greatest scorers in the world. I know many coaches around the league try to figure out how you slow a guy like that down, but when he's hot like that in the fourth, I believe he scored 16 in that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
What do you throw at him? How do you kind of slow him down from being, I guess, really who he is?
You're right. I mean, I don't know I can't remember the statistics, but, he's always in the top of the league in fourth quarter scoring. We came out of timeout. We were trying to blitz him and pick and roll. The hard thing was if you hit him and he gets off it, you've got Dinwiddie and Hardy heading downhill on you in the rim. So, I think the combination of all those guys, I don't know what they all spread out with, but certainly Kyrie is the head of the snake, and trapping him. There's a lot of things we were trying to do, and he's good enough. Sometimes when you come hit him and double team him, he'll still attack. So he gets in those, that space, and he's hard to handle.
Coach, Jalen at times seemed to be a little frustrated defensively with some of the breakdowns. What are you seeing from him leadership-wise? Has his vocality increased? What do you see from him growing as far as that goes?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't see when he was frustrated. I know there was a couple times where he actually was in help positions and was late. And, he one of those times he immediately, hit his chest and said, I should have been there. And that's what we need. And to your point, we need everybody to lead on defense, I think. And, he's a guy, I know that's something that he's really conscious of, and we need him to continue to do that and continue to get better defensively. And obviously, we went small late when we were down just to try to shake it up a little bit. So our ability to defend those, that's in those situations, whether it's JJ or any of us, is the game.